Guys, please check your audio and video settings, please. Happy New Year, guys. Okay, guys. Akshay yesterday announced session starts at 7:30. If you sleep at home without listening class, what can I do? First day, why do you take scoldings, Ra? What dirty fellow? Okay. Guys, yesterday I was talking about pros and cons of what? Monolithic architecture based application. Okay. Monolithic architecture based application provides a simple and easy way to develop the applications or projects, guys, as a layered applications, right? Yeah, most of the current maintenance projects are monolithic projects, guys. These are easy to deploy because all are there in a single jar file. These are easy to deploy because all of them are there in what? Single jar file. Okay, easy to manage and easy to scale. Scale means like increasing the things, increasing the number of instances. Okay, guys. Oh, video is not there. Okay, let's take the video. Okay, performing unit testing is easy because all layers are there together. Okay, less possibility of getting network related issue. Okay, because all services or layers are mostly are there together. Performing logging and debugging operations are very easy. Even auditing activities are very easy, guys. Cons. Yeah, for small or tiny changes in one or more two services, modules or layer, we need to redeploy the application by alerting the end user when application is in production. Okay, application will not work for these many hours, guys. Application will not work for these many hours. Like this, we have to set this one. One bug or issue in one module or service of the project may affect other services or modules. Okay, this indicates these applications are not reliable. Sometimes application will shut down, providing no services to clients. Providing no services to client. Guys, yeah, tell me the people who are working on monolithic architecture, what kind of problems you faced? I think lots of working people are there in our batch. Come on. Yeah. Adding new concepts, adding new technologies or concepts. Okay. New concepts or new concepts, new frameworks in the existing project as part of enhancement. As part of enhancement as man is very complex, is very complex. Sometimes we will be forced to redesign the project. Okay, we will be forced to redesign the project. Okay, Spring is there. I want to apply microservices. Possible? Huh? Come on, guys. Spring is there. I want to apply microservices. I'm understanding my statement. So sometimes we will be forced to redesign the project or not, guys. Right, boss. This is one more reason. If number of modules or services are increased in the project, if number of modules or services, okay. Ramesh, congratulations. January 1st, good news from you. Joining bonus also you demanded. Huh? I think nowadays they are giving everything what you want. Okay. If number of modules or services are increased in the project, then their maintenance, okay, their maintenance towards bug fixing, okay, bug fixing and redeployment also takes lots of time. Their maintenance, bug fixing also takes what? Lots of time. Okay. While working with web servers and application servers. Web servers and application server. Okay. This may cause increasing, come on guys, this may cause increasing application downtime. Application or project downtime. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Downtime. Downtime means what? Shutdown time, boss. If modules are increasing, redeployment time also increasing, bug fixing time also increasing. So overall application downtime will increase or not? Come on, are you with me? Be focused on this one. Right, guys. Next one. Okay. We cannot sell services or modules of the project. We cannot sell our modules of the one project to okay. We cannot sell. We cannot sell certain services oblique modules of one project to clients as they need. Come on. As they need. Okay. As they need. This is also one more issue we are having now, boss. Right. Now, this is what serious problem that is there with what? Monolithic architecture, guys. So, and etc. Okay, guys. And etc. Done. Shall we get into the next level discussion now? Okay. Now listen. I'll take one small example, guys. It is monolithic architecture application. No doubt, as usually, you know that. Yeah. I'll take one small thing to analyze. Monolithic. Especially with respect to last point, guys. Okay. Right. Last point is since we can create service instances only for come on guys, entire application, only for entire application, not for certain services, not for certain services or modules of the project. Okay, lots of memory wastage, lots of memory and CPU time wastage will be there. Okay, I'll ask one small question, guys. See, guys, project is having 10 modules. The end user will use all 10 modules equally, or you will be having more interest of using certain modules only. Gmail you take, guys. Gmail is having so many services, but maximum time people try to use inbox service a lot, right? Inbox service, compose mail service. Do you think other services of Gmail is so popular? Okay, you take Flipkart.com. Flipkart.com. There are so many services offered in Flipkart.com, guys. There are so many services offered in what? Flipkart.com. But what are the two popular services that will be used? Three popular services that will be used in Flipkart.com. One is search service. Come on. Search service. Shopping cart service, billing service. Billing. Orders nothing but billing, right? Orders nothing but what? Billing. So these are the three services they will be used in a lot. But do you think Flipkart is having only those three services? No. Lot of other services are there. Come on. But now tell me, better to provide more instances for these three services, better to provide more instances for entire project. You only think logically? You only think logically, guys. Okay. Monolithic project or application. What is that? Flipkart. If not Flipkart, take something else. I don't mind. Okay, now remember, guys, application is equal to application means project and service means module. Okay, for the timing, you remember like this. Understanding my point? Okay, service means module. Okay, tell me what are the popular services in Flipkart.com, guys? Number one, search. Search service. Okay. Next. Next one. Cart service. Are shopping cart, try adding items to cart. Bag is there, na? Bag operation. Next. Okay. Order service. Order service means including billing, guys. Next. What will be there? What will be there, guys? What are the other services we are having? Tell me. Order service. So track service. Tracking, boss. Item tracking will be there, na? Item tracking will be there or not there? Okay. Next. Next one. Okay. Return and replacement service. Come on. Return and replacement service. Return and replacement service. The service is available or not available? Tell me. Return and replacement service, guys. Next. Payment service. Payment service will be having depends on payment service will have dependency on third party, other third party. Okay, I'm not highlighting that. Rewards service. There will be some rewards and all this stuff, na boss. Okay. So let us assume this is monolithic project, guys. This is using 20 MB memory. This is using 20 MB memory. Okay. This is using 20 MB memory. Okay. This is using 20 MB memory. Everything is using 20. Let us assume. Size wise, all are equal size. Not compulsory, all are equal. Okay. I'm assuming, intentionally, I'm assuming like that. Okay. 20 MB. 20 MB. Fine, guys. Yeah, this is what? Monolithic project or application, which is nothing but Flipkart, guys. Everyone got the clarity. Everyone got the clarity. Okay, now listen. Now listen. Now listen. This is my web server. Okay. Yeah, no, let's not take the web server kind of thing. So we'll be creating service instances. Okay. Service instances. Okay. Created for the project or application. Service instances created for the project or application. Now tell me here, guys. First one. Flipkart. I'm thinking to do something which is not happening according to. Okay, fine. Okay, let it be, guys. These are the service instances that are created, guys. Okay, now listen. Tell me here, what is the size? Here 200 MB, na? Year 1 200 MB. Year 1 200 MB. Not 200 MB. Sorry. What is all together? What is all together? 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. I think 120 MB, right, boss? Year of 120 MB. 120 MB. Yes. Year 1, another 120 MB. Okay. Here is what? Another 120 MB. Yeah, what is that? Total projector application size is how much, guys? 120 MB. 120 MB. Now let's take the case. Let's take the case. Let us assume in this particular instance, are you listening my statement, guys? Okay. Okay. 50 requests are coming for 50 requests are coming for what is this? What service? Cart service. Okay. Another 50 requests are coming for what is that? Search service. 50 requests are coming for cart service. 50 requests are coming for what? Come on, guys. Okay, 50 requests are coming for search service. When it comes to this, guys, tell me, here 100 requests are coming for search service. 100 requests are coming for, okay, what is that? Payment, not payment. What is the other one, guys? Orders service. Okay, 100 requests are coming for order service. When it comes to this, let us assume 50 requests are coming for cart service and 50 requests are coming for, okay, search service. Okay, guys. When it comes to this, guys, okay, 100 requests are coming for what? Cart service. Okay. 50 requests are coming for tracking service. Okay, guys. Track service. Next, okay. What is that? Some 40 requests are for what? Search service. So let us assume. And each instance can have what? How many, guys? Each instance can have. Let us assume each instance can have. Okay, each instance. Okay, here I will say request capacity of of each instance is okay 250. Okay, 250 guys. Request capacity of each instance is 250. Okay, now tell me guys, am I using total how many modules are there? 8 modules are there. In this instance, am I getting requests for all the 8 modules? Sorry, 6 modules? No. How many modules are used? Only 2 modules are used. Alright, let us assume these are geographically in different locations, guys. Geographically in different locations. Come on. Alright, the service instances are not there in single server. Let us assume this is there in what? London. Okay, this instance they kept in what? Dubai. This instance they kept in what? Dubai. This instance they kept in Singapore. Okay, let us assume this instance they kept in what? Australia. Okay, this instance they kept in what, guys? Australia. Yeah, no doubt, horizontal scaling only happening. Horizontal scaling on the project. Okay, horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling in this one. Okay, I think Flipkart is India one now. Okay, let's go. Let's keep something. Actually, it's a Bangalore based company, guys. It's a Bangalore based company. Okay, everyone knows it. Now tell me, guys. Tell me, guys. Total, how many requests have come? Total, how many requests have come? 50 plus 50, 100, 300, 400. How much? 590 requests have come. Got the point, guys? Okay. How many requests are coming? 590 requests are coming. Now tell me, guys. But what is the size, guys? Can you guess what is the size? What is the size? 4 into total project info. Total project info. Project info. Okay. All instances together. All instances together. All instances together. What is that? Okay. Size. How much, guys? 480 MB. 480 MB. Currently serving what? Total 480 MB. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Currently serving what? Currently serving how many requests, guys? Currently serving. Currently serving 590 requests. Okay. Max. Max capacity, how much? What is max capacity? Are project size, Babu, not JVM size. Max capacity. Max capacity 1000. 1000 requests. Why? Are each instance can serve how many requests, boss? Each instance can serve how many requests? 250. 4 into 250, how much, guys? 4 into 250, how much? 4 into 250,000, guys. Understanding my statement? Total how much memory is required? 480 MB memory is required. Everyone getting my point here? So this is what possible when it comes to what? Creating instances for the project. Okay, let us assume we are able to create separate project for every service or module. Let us assume we are able to create separate project. So project are nothing but application, guys. Application for every service or module. Okay, service or module. Let us assume, okay, guys, every service or module. Understanding my statement, guys? Now tell me here, what is this? Search service. Okay, separate var file, guys. Search service, separate var file. Search service, separate var file. How much MB? 20 MB. Okay, cool. Search service, separate var files. This one. Next, like this, how many boxes will come? Yeah, tell me next. What is next? Cart service. What service, guys? Cart service. Next. Here is what? What is next one? Order service. Here is what? Can you help me, boss? Tracking service. Tracking service. Tracking service. Next. Okay. What is this? Not what is that? Return and replacement. Return and replacement. Return and replacement. Next. Come on, guys. This is what service? Reward service. Okay. Reward service. Now tell me, everyone, please tell me, guys, which service is having more demand in the entire project? Which service is having more demand, guys? Okay. Which service is having more demand? Okay. Here what? Different services of Flipkart project. Flipkart developed as different projects. Nothing but var files. Okay. Search is having more demand, guys. Now listen, I can create more instances for search. Okay, here what is this? Request capacity. Okay, of each instance still remains same. Each instance is how much? 250. Let us assume still 250. Request capacity of each instance is what? Still 250. Okay, which is having more demand, guys? Search instance 1, search instance 2, search instance 3. 3 instances I created. And after that, more demand is there for what service, guys? Cart. Okay, I created 2 instances of cart, guys. I created 2 instances of cart. Next. So after that, less demand. Order service is also having bit demand. Come on. Order service is also having bit demand. Okay, I created two instances of order, and remaining services are not so popular. Come on. Tracking, only 1 instance. Next, rewards, only 1 instance. Understanding my statement, guys? Rewards, only 1 instance. Return and replacement, only 1 instance. Return and replacement, only one instance. Okay. Now let's see what I'm going to do. Total, how many instances have come? 3 plus 2. How much? 3 plus 2. 200 MB, right? 3 plus 2, 5. Again 5. 5 into 20. How much? 5 into 20 MB. 10 into 20 MB. 200 MB. Okay, here how much? 480 MB. Here how much? 200 MB. And moreover, we can create how many instances you want for each module. We can create those many instances unnecessarily. Are you understanding my statement, guys? A request capacity of each instance is, I'm assuming 250, Rababu, I'm assuming 250. In real, it will be in thousands only. In reality, it will be in thousands only, guys. If more than 250 comes, what happened? Load balancer will try to give to other instances. What is there in that service? Load balancer is there for this kind of management only, na boss. Now this time, what is that? Horizontal scaling on modules. Horizontal scaling by taking modules as the projects. Modules are services as the projects. Services as the projects are applications. Okay. Now tell me here, what is this? Search service. Search service in a stance 1. Search service in a stance 1. Copy. Search service in a stance 2. Next, search service in a stance 3. Next, order service in a stance 1. Next, order service in a stance 2. Order service in a stance 2. Next, what is the next service we are having? Okay, what is next one? Cart service in a stance 1. Okay, cart service in a stance 2. Remaining services are not so popularly required. That's why we are tracking service in a stance 1. Tracking service in a stance 1. Tell me. Tracking service, not tracking service. This time, R&R service, guys. Replacement and who will write? Next, what is this? Last one, reward service. Reward service in a stance 1. Reward service in a stance 1. Okay, guys. Now listen carefully, observe very carefully. Yeah, this one, how much memory it will take, guys? 20 MB. This needs how much memory, guys? 20 MB. 20 MB. 20 MB. Here also 20 MB. Here also 20 MB. 20 MB. Yes, 20 MB. 20 MB. 20 MB. Here also 20 MB. Okay, guys. Now tell me here. Search service is having what? More requests, right? Okay. Search service is getting what? More requests. Each can take how many requests maximum? 250 is request. Okay. So currently this is getting what? 100 requests. This is getting what? 200 requests. Yeah, load balancer will take care, guys. This is getting what? Again 200 requests. Okay, these are current requests. Order service. Okay, this is getting 50 requests. This instance is getting what? Okay, some 100 requests. Cart service. Cart service. Don't think that everyone will search, will purchase, right? Okay. Cart service is getting 50 requests. This is getting some 70 requests. This is getting some 70 requests. Come on. Next, tracking service. Some 50 requests are there. Okay. Written and reward service. Some 20 requests are there. Okay. Reward service. Some 30 requests are there. Yes, boss. Now tell me total project info, guys. Okay. Total project info. Okay. All service instances together. All service instances together. What is the size, guys? Size of the project. Not JVM size. Size of the project. Size of the project, how much, guys? Tell me, 10 into 20 MB equal to how much, guys? 200 MB. Next, current number of requests. Current count of requests. As of now, how many count of requests, guys? 870. Yeah? How much, guys? 870 requests are it is. It is handling 870. Okay, max capacity of request. Max capacity of request. Max capacity of request. How much, guys? 2,500 request. Yes, guys. Now tell me, if I'm a businessman, here I'm putting more memory, I'm able to process less number of requests, max. Less number of requests, max. Come on. Here how much? 10 into 250. 10 into 250. 10 into 250. Tell me, guys. Tell me. You use your common sense and brain, guys. If I'm a businessman, more memory, less capacity of request processing. Here, less memory, more capacity of request processing. Okay, he is a father without having intelligence. He is a father having common sense. Father said, I have 3 kids. Come on, listen. See, guys, for anything, if anything demand is increased, we can create one more instance. What's problem in that? Instance creation, load balancer is fully in our control now, boss. Fully in control or not? It's there in fully in our control or not? I think you got practical scenario. Actually, it's not real figures, guys, assumptions figures only. But I just wanted to make you people to understand the real concept, guys, nothing else. Okay, now listen. Father said, I have 3 kids. You study or don't study, on each kid I will spend 50 lakh. You study or don't study, on each kid I will spend 50 lakh. But father with common sense, guys. I have 3 kids. One is good in studies, one is good in games, one is good in some other activities. Okay. So first one wants to become doctor. Second one wants to become what? Engineer. Third one wants to become businessman. So the person who want to become businessman at the time of education, more funds are not required. Yes. But the person who want to become doctor, more funds are required or not. So you will allocate more money for first kid. Okay. Medium amount for engineer and less amount on education of third kid. So this is like intelligent father or not? And this is what? Disciplined father. Disciplined father says what? Later my kids should not scold me. I will divide existing money into three parts. I will spend on them whether they study or not study. Their karma. I have did my job. This kind of blind kind of thing. But here, using some common sense, using some presence of mind, given money is given according to the requirement. I hope you understood this statement. Okay, guys. Right, guys. Can I say one thing now? This kind of application development, okay, in monolithic architecture is possible. Monolithic architecture is possible, but very complex to implement and manage. Okay, guys, implement and manage. To overcome this problem, okay, we have got microservices architecture. Microservices architecture to overcome. That means in microservices it is possible, monolithic is possible. But in monolithic, lot of complexity is there to do. Complexity is there to do, guys. In microservice architecture, complexity is not there. And especially Spring Boot based microservice architecture, most of the things are ready made. Just take them, integrate them, and work go forward. This kind of project development. I think your bulb grown very nicely why industry is talking about microservice architecture a lot. Understanding my point, guys? I think this practical scenario able to, I hope you are able to think intelligently. Everyone, tell me, guys, is that clear? Okay. But I'm not going to launch microservice architecture now, guys. Acha. I'm not going to launch microservice because in between one more architecture is there. What is that? SOA, SOA. Yeah, SOA architecture. Yes, industry pronounce like that only. They make abbreviations as pronunciations, guys. They never say SOA. They always say SOA. So when someone says, do you work on SOA means don't confuse. And indirectly is asking about, do you know SOAP-based web services? SOAP-based web services fall under which concept, guys? SOA architecture, right now, boss? Okay. Okay. Right, boss. Let's go for SOA, service-oriented architecture. Architecture. Yes, guys. Tell me, guys. So I think we already discussed this point long back. SOAP-based web service fall under what is this? SOA and RESTful web service fall under what is that? Producer consumer. What is that? Producer consumer mechanism. Producer consumer mechanism. mechanism. Okay, guys. Producer consumer mechanism. Producer consumer mechanism. Okay, let me say one more thing. Microservices architecture is the enhancement of producer consumer mechanism. Where we develop each microservice as RESTful application. Each microservice as RESTful application. I think you understood my statement. Why I talk Spring REST? Why we are learning Spring REST before getting into microservice architecture? This is the reason. This is the reason, guys. Okay, that's why don't think that SOAR is highlighting only SOA. SOAR is not highlighting producer and consumer mechanism. And a producer consumer mechanism need not to highlight microservice architecture internally. What? RESTful web services only. Okay, microservice is extension of web services. Which web service? Which extension of which web service? Extension of RESTful web service. Okay, that's the reason there is no need of separately highlighting producer and consumer mechanism, producer and consumer architecture. Starting I think 2 days back, 3 days back, what is the title I kept? What is the title I kept? Monolithic versus SOA versus microservice architecture. So some people questioned me. Monolithic existing projects. SOA means SOAP-based web services. Microservice is a new architecture. Well and good, sir. Where is my RESTful web service architecture, client and producer and consumer mechanism? I need not to highlight separately because microservice architecture is extension of what? RESTful web service architecture. Everyone getting my point, guys? Okay. What is the link between web service and microservices? What is the link between web service and microservice? Web services and microservices. Okay. Right. Microservices are extension of microservices are extension of web services, RESTful web services. Okay, RESTful web services. In fact, each microservice will be developed as one RESTful web service. Web service adding other facilities. I think you got it. Very calm. If you are a fresher, or first, forget about interview. First of all, you should convince yourself, na boss. You should convince yourself, right? Okay. So that means SOA is not so really doing well, guys. It is the tradition of what? It's the era of what? RESTful web service, because microservices are also given on the top of RESTful web services. So this is the reason I said don't waste your time by learning what? SOA. SOA means SOAP-based web services, nothing but service-oriented architecture. Understood my statement? Okay, I think I have given well enough knowledge good enough knowledge on Spring REST. There is no need of learning again what web services separately, where a lot of your time will be wasted teaching what SOAP based web services. Yes or no? Na? Yes, if you are that much interested, I have shown Spring REST implementation of web services. You try to learn RESTful web service using what? Other implementation model like Jersey is there. Some other implementations also there. You try to learn in that angle. You try to learn in that angle, but spend time only on RESTful web services. Okay, guys. Tell me, guys. Tell me. Yeah, what is this, guys? Sir, there is no problem, Rababu. Spring REST is best. Spring REST is best. I'm not saying there is a problem. If you want to enhance your knowledge, yes, some old Spring RESTful web service projects are there in other than Spring REST. Other than Spring REST, if you want to become member of maintaining those projects, try to learn other implementation of RESTful web service. There is no problem with RESTful web service implemented in Spring REST. And I don't want to say. Okay, guys. Yeah. There's no need of learning. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Shall I talk about SOA in tomorrow's class? Happy New Year to everyone. Right. Thank you. Have a nice time. Tomorrow, yes, session is there. Chacha. Tomorrow you have a regular class, guys. We have a regular class. Can I take your session at 9:30 as usually? 9:30. Next Sunday we'll plan one or other tool. Thank you. Happy New Year. 9:30 tomorrow.